Assassinations have been out of season for too long. The last attempted assassination was on Ronald Reagan in the 1980s, and before that, the last successful one was with JFK. In the 60s, that's like a century ago. But now, after this guy managed to give Trump an ear piercing, it's official. Assassinations are back, baby! For years, we've been looking at people in power and thinking, why doesn't anyone just kill these guys? I mean, they've been walking around with explodable skulls for the last 50 years and nobody's tried it? We've really been underestimating the good a lone schizoid can do. I mean, look at this guy. This is clearly our guy, a zoomer with anti-centrist physiognomy. I can't tell if this guy's far left or far right just based off of his face. It's an exciting time to be wondering about their motivations for this, because there's kind of like three tiers. First is just general mental illness. Who knows? Some wires are crossed. The second tier is like the politician has personally slighted them. That's what happened to Shinzo Abe. It wasn't really a political motive. Just like the guy was like personally wronged by Shinzo Abe. And then the third one is like political motive. But even then, I don't know what it is. Was it the center-left establishment trying to assassinate Trump? Was it a right-wing psyop to intentionally miss the shot and make this objectively cool picture? Was it just an anti-centrist nihilist hell-bent on causing chaos? I hope it's that one. I mean, the YouTuber merch that he was wearing was from this center-right creator, Demolition Ranch. So, for all I know, he's a Mitt Romney restorationist. It's just an exciting time to speculate. All I know is that the Nothing Ever Happens guys have been taking a lot of L's recently. So the political arena is now wide open for assassination. I can pretty much officially call it. And it's exciting to imagine what'll happen next. Maybe someone will pop a balloon near Joe Biden. Maybe the Just Stop Oil guys will stop painting Stonehenge with cornstarch and start killing oil executives. I mean, these guys are literally just walking around with addresses. Think if oil executives were getting killed, even if it was just 1 in 10,000, people would be like, maybe I should reconsider this oil executive thing. Everybody in power right now is just walking around with a human body. A vulnerable human body. That's not going to last forever, by the way. Give them a couple decades, and all the people in power will have steel bulletproof skulls and the ability to upload their consciousness into multiple clones. So, you know, there's a window of time here is what I'm saying. Maybe they stop blocking traffic and start finding out where they live. I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitballing. I mean, look, we've had some success in the past with random European politicians or Japanese politicians or Brazilian politicians. But we're talking about America here, okay? This stuff actually matters. Right now, it feels like the system's rigged against everybody. It can feel absurd and pointless, and sometimes it feels like you gotta just take matters into your own hands. And by matters, I mean a firearm. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm just here for the violence. But this is all satire, okay? This is satire. I am joking. We here at the Dreg Channel would never condone violence against anyone, especially not Donald Trump, Joe Biden, tech bro sociopaths, oil executives, or the guy from my high school that stole my leading role in the Three Musketeers play and then was really rude to me afterwards. But for real, guys, this is a very tumultuous, uncertain times that we live in. And it feels like every week something happens that both shakes the foundations of our world and also changes nothing. And in tumultuous times like this, it's important to remember, nothing ever happens. Just repeat that to yourself like a mantra, so that after the election, nothing continues to happen. Let's just hope everyone's too glued to their screens to actually do a civil war. And if the civil war does happen, that doesn't affect me, a Canadian. Here's hoping my irreverent and nihilistic calls for violence will be drowned out by the endless stream of noise and media, keeping us glued to our computer screens. Because that, my friends, is the real status quo nihilism. This idea that things will keep happening, and at the same time, nothing will ever happen. I really wish something would happen.
Nothing ever happens.
Maybe a little something.
There's that one time that
Nothing ever happens.
The thing was gonna happen, but it almost happened.
Yeah.
Or did that not happen?
I don't think it happened.
Nothing ever happens.
But they were thinking about it? Like they
Yeah.
were thinking about doing it?
It might have happened. It's just we live in a
Nothing
timeline.
ever happens.
We just live in a timeline where it didn't happen.
That's right. Okay. So
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever fucking happens.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing will ever happen.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing will ever happen.
Nothing ever happens.
Oh